Opening day in the Cal Ripken League. Senators are on the road to take on the Metro South County Braves. Hello and welcome, folks. Get ready to buckle in for a 40-game season here in the Cal Ripken League. It all starts tonight. The only game taking place in the league, Southern Maryland Senators and Metro South County Braves. Before this one, I got a chance to talk with Scott Middleton to go over some of the expectations of the season and how he sees the season outlook, how this year will differ from last year. So for that conversation, here is myself with Scott Middleton. Here with Senators head coach Scott Middleton, pregame before the Senators and Braves coming your way in just about 15 minutes time. And coach, it's an exciting new season. A lot of new guys, but also a couple of key returners. I would say Carter Groen, Nathan Brewer, and Logan Tribble, at least in the field, amongst them. How do you feel about these guys coming back to your team?
I'm extremely excited. Of course, get two big bats like Carter and Brewer back. Brewer's going to be a couple days, but I'm excited. I'm excited about this team. I'm excited about the returners that are back. It's going to be some fun time.
And then I think one that kind of goes under the radar a little bit is Logan Tribble, who today will be hitting ninth. Didn't necessarily have that luxury this season, but with the bats you've added now, you can put him in the 9 spot. He gets on base a lot and can kind of jumpstart your order at the bottom of the lineup. Just talk about him a little bit.
Yeah, Logan Tribble, last year going into the playoffs and through the playoffs, he won the leadoff spot. And, being a 9 batter, it's no disrespect or anything to Logan. Logan could be a leadoff batter on this team just as easy, as the one I got there now. The 9-hole position I treat as just like a leadoff batter. I need somebody down there that I know that's going to get on base, turn this lineup over, and keep it going.
Yeah, and we've talked back and forth a lot. You're really excited about the bats on this team. You did really well in that exhibition game against the Big Train. Talk about some of the new guys, the Adam Trox that you've added to this team, the Nick Flores, that just bring a lot in the batting order.
Yeah, Nick, the numbers he put up at VCU, that speaks for himself. Just an outstanding hitter, and his glove is so clean in the infield. Adam's a nice left-handed bat. I'm expecting a lot of gap-to-gap shots with some juice behind it. Jax Nichols, a lot of pop in that bat. And, Lucas Grantham, he's another big one. Before he got injured for Wofford, he was, their starting catcher. And, unfortunately, he broke his hand up at a lot of good key parts on this team, and sometimes it's going to be hard to make this lineup, I think.
You mentioned Jack Nichols. How about just some of the personalities you've got on this team? Carter, who returns, just having a lot of fun on this on the Senators team.
Oh, we all know Carter. You know him as well as I do, and He's an ultimate team player. Besides him being a great ball player, he's going to keep this team engaged. He's going to make sure, they're in tune. And, he's already got the team together. Yesterday we had an off day from practice, and he already got the team together to go do stuff. So that's going to be Carter for you. And, he's going to bring the best out of you. And it's great to have him, and Brewer does the same thing with these players, and the chemistry is already starting to build.
Yeah, and you've also got a number of good new pitching that you brought in, especially the starters, looking at guys like Logan Bingham, who will go tonight, and then Vincent Luther. You got a lot of tall guys on this pitching staff now, too, as well.
Yeah, tall, good stuff. They've gotten some good innings, with their respective colleges. I think we upgraded from last year. I really love the starters, but I also really love the middle part of this bullpen and to the back end where we slacked a little bit last year was that middle part. We only had a couple guys that we could rely on, and this year I think we got a different story on that.
And if you were to, for the final question, one point of improvement you feel that will take place this year, where would you put that on? Would you put it on that bullpen?
Yes. the bullpen. Like to see the offense, the numbers go up a little bit on the average side, get on base a little bit more. Ultimately, as a team, we have to play more consistent. I mean, not just win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game. Win 2 and then lose 3 in a row, and wait till the last minute to make a run. We got to be consistent throughout the regular season, and, we'll see what happens.
Thank you, Coach, so much. That's Coach Scott Middleton. We're here pregame. We'll send you to break and be back with the starting lineups between the Senators and Braves. Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland. Hello and welcome back to South County High School. Cody Wagner with you. So glad you can join us on this opening day of baseball between the Southern Maryland Senators and Metro South County Braves. This is the only game taking place tonight in the Cal Ripken League. Senators and Braves sort of a showcase this evening. Let's get you your starting lineups as promised before the break. On the side for the Southern Maryland Senators, it will be Nick Flores to lead things off. He'll wear number 5 and play shortstop. Hitting second, Adam Truck, the center fielder. Hitting third, Carter Groen. He'll play first base, a little bit of a change from his normal right field positioning last year. Danny Surwick will hit fourth and play third base. Hitting fifth, Lucas Grantham. He'll do the catching. The DH tonight is Jax Nichols. He'll hit sixth. Hitting seventh, Kai Queen, another returner from last season, playing right field. The second baseman, Dawson Smale, will play second base, and rounding out the order is another returner, Logan Tribble, playing left field tonight. On the other side for the Metro South County Braves, it will be Sam Grubb, the shortstop, to lead things off, followed by Franklin Gomez, the center fielder. Hitting third, Nick Frankuzenko, the first baseman. DHing and hitting fourth, Nate Dudek, traditionally a pitcher but will DH tonight. Michael Lavanga will be playing left field and hitting fifth. In the sixth spot, Terrence Rhodes, he'll play second. Hitting seventh and playing third base is Connor Doherty. Hitting eighth and playing right field, Kendall Cassidy. And rounding out the order, Charlie Brinkman. He'll handle the catching tonight for the Metro South County Braves. On the mound for the Braves tonight will be Tom Bork. He'll be the first pitcher to go tonight against this tough Senators order. Tom Bork, the 6'3" left-handed pitcher, just finished up his redshirt sophomore season over at William and Mary. In that year, he had a 12.71 ERA, two summers ago, pitched for the Braves, had a 6.3 ERA, 1-3 record. Through 20 innings, gave up 14 earned, walked 15 batters, struck out 20. Bourque, a guy that they will expect some distance from tonight, made 5 starts in 8 total appearances his first time around with Metro South County. He was injured last season with William and Mary, did not play, and so sat out last summer as well. He returns to Metro South County to get some good time innings here this season with the Braves. We're going to send you to break, and after this, I talk to the Senator starter, Logan Bingham. Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com. In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal. Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season. Here pregame with Logan Bingham, about ready to go between the Braves and Senators. Logan, you're a tall right-hander. What advantage do you think that gives you in terms of extension out towards the plate?
I think there's a little bit that goes into it. It definitely plays a factor, but I think at the end of the day, pitching is pitching, and you just got to execute pitches.
And in terms of execution, how different is it compared to a college season where it's guys all on the same team, they've been there the whole year? Here you're kind of walking into a new situation, new guys on your team, and you got to face a whole new team on the other side just constructed.
Well, we've got a good group of guys here. Came in not really knowing what to expect being my first year, but it already feels like a family. Really like it here, and I'm just here to play ball like everyone else, so I think it'll go pretty well.
And you throw the slurve, kind of a fusion between the slider and curveball. What's the subtleties in that compared to throwing a traditional slider and curve mix like most pitchers might?
So with my sinker, obviously you're going to get the down and arm side action. So the reason I throw the slurve, I try and kind of have it in the same tunnel, look like the sinker, and then dive off, and it also changes up the speed a little bit, so it works well for me.
Awesome. Thanks, Logan. Just about ready to go. We'll have first pitch after this short break on the Senators Baseball Network. Senators and Braves coming up after this. Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine. Their commitment to serving customers is priority one. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today. We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators Collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. Moments away from first pitch here at Metro South County, here South County High School in Lorton, Virginia. Senators and Braves coming your way in a moment. Senators with a lot of new additions this season, along with a couple of the usual suspects. Carter Groen in the lineup today, along with Kai Queen and Logan Tribble. Those are the returners in the lineup today. As you heard pregame from Scott Middleton, it'll still be a couple of days until they get Nathan Brewer back and going. But boy, it will be a roll once those guys all get back and are back together. It's a really strong Senators lineup, and can't wait to bring it your way tonight. Season opener, Senators and Braves after the national anthem. Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today. In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search somdbluecrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland. Pre-game festivities are over, and all there's left to do is play ball here at South County High School in Lorton, Virginia. Tom Bork will be the man on the mound for the Metro South County Braves tonight. He's a 6'4", 205-pound left-hander, native of Arlington, Virginia, a local kid, pitches for the College of William and Mary. Here in his second season with the Braves, pitched for him back in 2023, missed last season due to an injury, but he's back once again for his old head coach in Chris Warren, a guy that is very well experienced with this Braves team. This is the 13th all-time meeting between the Senators and Braves. The series record is tied 6-6. These ball clubs have been about as evenly matched as you could ask for, winning 3 games apiece in both 2023 and 2024. We'll see if either side can get the upper hand this season or if it's a stalemate once more. It's a beautiful evening here in Lorton. Temperature sitting in the mid-70s. It was a little warm earlier today, sitting in the mid-80s. It has cooled down, and boy, it's a nice night for baseball, no doubt about it. Here at South County High School, it is an all-grass field, just dirt around the bases, so there's a little patch around home, first, second, third, and out on the mound. Other than that, it is all grass. 318 out to the corners, 360 to right center and left center, and it's about a 5.5-foot wall all the way around the outfield. Here we go, Senators and Braves. Leading things off for Southern Maryland is the shortstop, Nick Flores. Flores an opportunity to jumpstart things here in the first for Southern Maryland, and he is a great batter to do so. Hit .295 this year at VCU. Bork's ready. Here's his first pitch. In there, a called strike with the fastball. We are off and running from South County High School. Nick Flores, a 5'9" right-handed hitter out of Royersford, PA. The 0-1 in the dirt. A ball and a strike. Flores had a standout freshman campaign at VCU. Started in 51 of 52 games. Had a .368 on-base percentage. The 1-1 misses away. 2-1. Flores had a big game in the last series of the regular season against UMass. Went 4 for 7 with a home run and 3 RBIs. The pitch, waved at, strike 2. When I spoke to Scott Middleton about this kid, he was just buzzing with life. Really excited for the year that Flores could have here with the Senators. The 2-2 fouled to the screen. Flores lost his bat. Tom Bork threw 20 innings and 8 appearances his first time around with Metro South County. Has the ability to at least get you some distance here against the Senators on opening day. Only teams going today in the Cal Ripken League. 2-2. Swung on a line through the left side of the infield and a leadoff base hit for Nick Flores. A quality at-bat, saw 6 pitches and ends up on first. That'll give way to Adam Truck. Plays for Duke collegiately. Was not brought with the team to regionals and so allowed to come here early with the Senators. And this is another guy that Scott Middleton is really high on. Bork, the lefty, sets and offers. High and in. Ball 1. Truck, a native of Bethesda, Maryland. Same city where the Big Train are located. Instead, he has made the journey to play with the Senators. Here's the 1-0. And Truck takes a fastball strike, 1-1. Truck was ranked 6th in Maryland amongst prospects in his class coming out of high school. 2nd among outfielders. Bork ready, the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is outside. No throw down to second. Flores in safely. So a runner on second with no outs. Top of the first inning, just underway between the Braves and Senators. Still no score. Bork from the belt. The 2-1 to Trock. First a look at second. The pitch. Swung on and lifted foul down the third base side. Trock, one of just 12 players out of Maryland in his class to commit to a Power 4 school straight out of high school. So was a highly sought after talent. Scott Middleton's been able to bring him in this year. The pitch. Off goes Flores. Called strike 3. A delayed one on Trock. Flores able to steal another base. And the Senators have a runner on third with one out. Here comes Carter Groen. A returner for the Senators, a huge one at that. Led the team in batting average, was tied for the league in home runs last year. Had 10. That tie was with the Big Train's Andrew Williamson out of UCF. Bork's first pitch to Groen is way high. Brinkman has to jump up to catch it. Runner on third, one out, no score. Braves and Senators, top of the first. Corners of the infield in on this all-grass infield at South County High School. The 1-0, high and away, ball 2. Carter Groen dealt with a bit of a lower body injury this season. That's why he's playing first base today. Scott Middleton expects that at some point they'll be able to move him back out to the outfield. But with caution in mind, he'll be playing first tonight. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him that time. Groen, an intimidating presence, stands 6'4", 205. Enjoys lifting in his free time, and it pays off, turning into power on the field. Bork kicks and fires. Waved at and missed. He threw his bat down near the third base dugout. Thankfully, everyone clear of that. Runner at third with one out in the top of the first. Senators an opportunity to strike early. Groen led the team in on-base plus slugging last season, a stat where anything over 1,000 is considered elite. Groen logged in over 1,100 OPS. The 2-2. Swung on and hit on the ground right side of the infield. Throw goes to the plate, and they got Flores. Fran Kuzenko, the first baseman, with a nice play to nab Flores. Groen will be safe at first, but there's 2 away. And the Senators are kept off the board. Danny Surowick just finished up his freshman year over at Boston College. 6'3" left-handed hitter. The left-hander Bork is ready. Here's his pitch. Swung on and hit on the ground sharply towards second. Rhodes flips on to the bag where Grubb will put it away and retire the side. Senators leave one stranded after a Nick Flores leadoff single. He's ultimately gunned down at home. Still scoreless after the top of the first between the Senators and Braves. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team. Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine. Their commitment to serving customers is priority one. We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. Back between the Senators and Braves, still no score after the top of the first. Braves will get their opportunity at the plate. Here to lead things off will be Sam Grubb, pitcher on the mound tonight for the Senators. Getting the ball from Scott Middleton is the 6'7" right-hander Logan Bingham, native of Jeffersonville, Indiana. That a big storyline that Scott Middleton wanted to highlight to me earlier in the weekend, that he's brought in guys from all across the country. Bingham, one of those, plays his college ball over at Middle Tennessee State University. Bingham has great extension out towards the plate. Doing the catching tonight for him is Lucas Grantham, but I got an opportunity to see him work with catcher Jax Nichols back on Thursday, throwing a brief bullpen session in preparation for this first start of the season. Bingham features low 90s fastball with a sinker, slurve, and changeup. Here's the first man to the plate, Sam Grubb. Bingham's first offering is in there at the knees, strike one. Asked Bingham pregame about the subtleties of throwing the slurve compared to a regular slider or curveball. First the 0-1. Fouled to the screen, 0-2, excuse me. And what Bingham had told me was he really likes the tunneling with the sinker that's got some arm side run, and then the slurve that really works off of that into lefty batters away from right-handers. The 0-2 in the dirt, a ball. Grubb started all 50 games he played in this year as a freshman at Mount St. Mary's. Warren expects big things of this kid. Hit .293. The 1-2, waved at, strike three. Bingham got him chasing down in the dirt. And there's one away in the first. Next up comes Franklin Gomez. Plays over at Fairleigh Dickinson University. Made 38 starts this year, batting .271 with 21 RBIs. First pitch is in the dirt, ball one. The pitch misses high, 2-0. Scott Middleton said he's really excited about the pitching staff this season, that he feels they'll be much improved from a year ago. Bingham ready, here it comes. Low and away, ball three. Gomez, a guy that walks a lot, got on base 34 times via that method this year. There's a strike pumped in there by Bingham. That was a major improvement from a year ago for Gomez, where he only walked 5 times. The 3-1 misses high. 5-pitch walk for Gomez, and he's on with one man out in the bottom of the first. No score, Senators and Braves, opening day in the Cal Ripken Baseball League. Nick Frankizenko will be the 3-hole hitter tonight for Metro South County, playing first base defensively. Bingham from the belt. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit sharply past the diving first baseman and into right field. Queen has it, and stopping at second is Gomez. So 2 men on with 1 out. And up comes Nate Dudek, the cleanup man. Listed on the roster as a pitcher. 6'4", left-handed hitter. Dudek hit .256 this season at FDU. Teammates with the man on second, Franklin Gomez, over at Fairleigh Dickinson. Here's the pitch. Inside, and it hit him. Got Dudek on the right knee, and the bases are loaded for Michael Lavanga, a guy with a lot of experience in this Cal Ripken League. A season ago, played for the DC Grays. This year, he moves to a division rival in the Metro South County Braves. Hit .289 a year ago with the Grays. .398 on-base percentage. 3 men on with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Bingham's first pitch is low and away, ball 1. And out comes the pitching coach, Ryan Caslavage, for the Senators. He'll have a chat with Bingham, who all of a sudden has had a tough time finding the zone. Walk to Gomez. Fran Kuzanko had the single, and then a hit-by pitch on Nate Dudek. Starts Lavanga off with the ball. Gets a couple of pats from his teammates, first Groen, then Smale, followed by Flores. A ball and no strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. Bottom of the first inning, Senators and Braves. Metro South County, opportunity to strike here. The 1-0 to Lavanga. He is in there at the knees, strike 1. Bingham's got a lively fastball. Touches the low 90s regularly. Has gotten even up to 94, which at first was just one time and has started to become more consistent. 1-1. Misses away, 2-1. Senators dugout likes the spot on the outer half. Lavanga this year played at Harford Community College. The 2-1. Swung on and lifted high in the air, deep out to left center field. Tracking it back is Tribble, and that'll get down and bang off the wall. 2 runs are home. They'll stop the third from scoring, but a big 2 RBI double for Michael Lavanga, and Metro South County are the first to strike here in Lorton. In the 6 hole, the left-handed hitting Terrence Rhodes. Infield regular depth for the Senators. The pitch called strike 1 on the inner part. Terrence Rhodes, college teammates with the Senators, Kai Queen, over at Norfolk State, and now they get to play against one another here in the summer months. The pitch fouled to the screen. 0-2. Bingham made 4 appearances this year at the college level, the best of which was 3 1/3 innings against Austin Peay, where he gave up just 2 hits and no earned runs. The pitch, swing and a miss. Got him chasing in the dirt, and there's 2 gone in the bottom of the first. Pair of strikeouts so far for Bingham. He's got nice movement, especially on the slurve. A deceptive motion on his changeup. Tough sinker when he's placing it well. And here he draws Connor Doherty. Just graduated high school. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Doherty stands 6'1", 190, right-handed hitter. set to attend the University of Delaware in the fall. Bingham's ready. His pitch is swung on sharply foul down the third baseline. Second and third for the Braves. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Beautiful evening here in Lorton. The pitch. Fastball, strike, 1-2. Bingham a long look in at catcher Lucas Grantham from the belt. The 1-2. Misses high. 2-2. Connor Doherty has stated in the past that baseball is a big mental sport and that failing has helped push him at times. 2-1. Up and in. Excuse me. There's 2 strikes on Doherty. Count is 3-2. Doherty looks at failure in a positive light, something that forces him to improve and be better. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit in the air, foul down the right field line. Doherty in high school has trained at Hammerzone Sports, a facility in Fairfax, Virginia, helping high school players get ready for baseball at the next level. He has made the most of that facility. The 3-2. Swung on the ground towards the left side. Gloving it is the third baseman. Surwick, his throw on to first, is there to beat the runner and retire the side. Braves push across 2 in the first inning. They lead 2-0 over the Southern Maryland Senators. The newest addition to the Senators family is the Maryland Lady Senators softball team. With an 18U team forming, 14U and 10U teams, the Lady Senators coaches and staff strive to help players reach their fullest potential both on and off the field. With the team just finishing their second season, you can join in the future by registering at ladysenators.com. Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today. Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com. Braves score 2 in the first. They lead 2-0 over the Senators, who had a big opportunity ultimately squandered when they were up to bat. Nick Flores reached on a single, stole 2 bases, ultimately was nabbed on a fielder's choice when Carter Groen was at the plate. So fresh start here for the Senators in the second. Lucas Grantham will be the man to lead things off. Grantham very close with college teammate Logan Tribble. At practice last week, got an opportunity to see those two interact. Clearly they've built a close bond and decided to play ball in Southern Maryland together. First pitch is a fastball, strike at the knees. Now the 0-1, high and away, a ball. Grantham made 8 starts this season at Wofford and across 25 at-bats. Grantham batted .320 with 5 RBIs and 5 walks. The 1-1 is low and in. Grantham dealt with a hand injury throughout the season. Likely would have been the everyday starter at catcher. 2-1. Swung on and popped in the air, left side of the infield. Calling for it is Grubb, and he puts it away. There's one gone. So a fly out to short, and up next comes Jax Nichols, DHing today. He is quite the personality. Comes onto this team newly this season. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Joins the Senators out of Motlow State Community College. 6'2", right-handed hitting catcher. The offering is low, 1-1. The pitch. Foul tipped, strike 2. During batting practice, and granted it is batting practice, but Nichols showcased his power, launching a couple of homers. The 1-2 called, strike 3. Nichols set down looking. There's the second punch out of the day for Tom Bork. 2 gone in the bottom of the second, and up comes Kai Queen, a returner for Southern Maryland. Plays college ball over at Norfolk State. This year hit .281. First pitch. In at the knees, strike 1. Queen features a very wide batting stance and doesn't pick up his leg, his left leg that is, when he swings. The pitch is in the dirt. A ball and a strike with 2 away in the top of the second. 2-0 Braves in front. So glad you're able to join us on this opening broadcast of the season, Senators and Braves. The 1-1, foul back to the screen. Queen, a native of Waldorf, has decided to play another season with the hometown team in the Senators. Got great experience last summer. Here's the pitch. Misses in the dirt. 2-2. Queen with the Senators a year ago hit .238. The pitch. Swung on and bounced back up the middle. The shortstop Grubb has it. Fires to first, and that will retire the side. Senators go down in order in the second. 2-0, Braves lead. Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine. Their commitment to serving customers is priority one. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today. Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com. Sun is setting on an absolutely beautiful evening in Lorton, Virginia. Live from South County High School, it's the season opener between the Senators and Braves. Metro South County leads it 2-0 after 1.5. Not a cloud to be seen. Sun is shining, about to set below the trees out in left field, off in the distance. Boy, it's just a beautiful sight here with the grass field, dirt only around the bases, patches around first, second, third, home, and the mound. First pitch is a called strike to Kendall Cassidy, the right fielder, hitting 8th tonight for Chris Warren's squad. They had a big first inning. The 0-1 is swung on and ripped in the air out to right center field. That's down for a base hit. Cassidy a big round of first, and he scampers back with a leadoff single. Trock able to cut the ball off in the gap, and so that'll bring up Charlie Brinkman, the catcher. They have really got a jump here on Logan Bingham early. Bingham, a 6'7" right-hander. He's 225 pounds from the belt. Here's the first pitch to Brinkman. In there, strike one. Bingham, a teammate of Nathan Brewer's over at Middle Tennessee State. Brewer will arrive in town later this week. The 0-1. Swinging a chopper to short. Flores charges. Gloves on the backhand. Off-balance throw to first. Not in time. Brinkman able to beat it down the line. And there's 2 men on with no outs in the second. Lineup card flips over for Chris Warren and company. This is Sam Grube. Two men on, no outs. First pitch from Bingham is inside. Backs Grube off the plate. Grube was impressive this season at Mount St. Mary's. Hit .293, 27 stolen bases. 4 triples as well. The 1-0. Swung on and lifted high in the air, deep into left center field, back near the track. Trock makes the catch, and there's one away. Able to flag it down deep in the gap was Adam Trock. A nice play there for the first out. This brings up Franklin Gomez. He walked his first time to the plate. Is sort of what kick-started that big first inning for the Braves. They lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. First pitch is high and tight, ball 1. Braves getting base runners early in these innings. That's what's made it tough for Bingham so far. The pitch in there over the heart of the plate, strike 1. Gomez walks more often than he strikes out. Did exactly that to begin tonight's ball game. Bingham, the set, the 1-1. Swung and bounced back up the middle. Diving stop by Flores. Flip to second. They get 1. And no play to be had at first. Runners at the corners now with 2 outs. Great diving play by Nick Flores. Able to flip it to Dawson Smale at second. There's 2 away in the bottom of the second. Nick Frankuzanko singled back in the first inning. Came around to score off that Lavanga double. The pitch swung on and lifted right at Flores, and he's unable to handle it. It'll get into the outfield. Throw goes to third, and it is not in time. So a tough play for Flores, but nonetheless will go down as an error, and that will plate a run for Metro South County. They lead 3-0 over the Senators. And this is Nate Dudek, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. The pitch, in at the knees, strike one. Nate Dudek, both a first baseman and pitcher over at Fairleigh Dickinson, is in the DH spot tonight for Chris Warren. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Shaking out his right hand after the swing. Let it off early in the swing. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Second and third for the Braves. They lead 3-0 early over the Senators. The 0-2. Swung on and hit out to center field. That's down for a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 are in. And the Braves have a 5-0 lead. Metro South County feeling it. A lot of hype riding on the Senator side coming into this season. Was very excited to get out here and watch this first game. Braves have dominated to this point. Pitch to Michael Lavanga's in at the knees, strike one. Of course, we are embarking upon a long campaign, folks. There will be ups, there will be downs. It's all about consistency, as Scott Middleton said. The 0-1 misses upstairs. 40 games to be played in the regular season, and then we'll have the playoffs on top of that. Bingham's 1-1 is bounced foul at home. Lavanga had the big 2 RBI double back in the first inning. Braves have scored 3 this time up in the bottom of the second. Bingham's 1-2, runners off, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the heater. Third strikeout of the night for Logan Bingham, and he gets out of any more trouble there in the second. 5-0, Braves lead over the Senators. Southern Maryland with an opportunity to try and get on the board after this.
In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today.
Scott Middleton was really high on this lineup coming into this season. They got to really produce here, down 5 runs. It's the top of the third inning. In to lead things off is Dawson Smale. He's the second baseman defensively for Southern Maryland. Brought on this team as a utility guy, left-handed hitter. First pitch. Checked his swing and he went around, strike one. Smale didn't play as a freshman this year at Xavier. playing his first year of summer collegiate baseball as well. The pitch is upstairs, ball one. Tom Bork, with a heck of a start to this point, has not given up a run. Only one hit. The pitch misses outside. 2-1. Smale stood out as an incredible athlete back in high school. Here's the pitch. Waved at. Strike two. Smale played 4 years on the basketball team and 3 years on the football team over at Clarin Area High School. The 2-2. Swung on and popped in the air. Left field. Medium deep for Lavanga. He makes the shoulder high catch for out number one. Logan Tribble to the plate, and it's been a efficient start, as I mentioned, for Tom Bork. He's done it mostly by pitching to contact. 2 strikeouts today, both of those looking. Yet to set anyone down swinging so far. First pitch is high to Tribble. Tribble, a returner for the Senators, played in 28 games a year ago, had a .341 on-base percentage. The 1-0. Popped in the air, foul ground, first base side. Chasing over is Frank Kuzenko, and he can't make the catch. Goes over his head and falls into foul ground. So Tribble given another life here at the plate. A guy that walks a lot for the Senators. Did so 13 times a year ago. The 1-1. In at the belt, strike two. Tribble was talking a little bit to his teammates and the coaching staff at the team's first practice about how he's changed his batting stance. The 1-2 is foul back over the screen. Tribble said he's just laid his hands back a little bit. Helps fix any issues with his swing. Here's the pitch. Low and in, bounced it. And count levels off. 2 balls and 2 strikes to left fielder Tribble, who was recognized as a Florida 2A State Player of the Year in high school. Batted .453. 2-2. Downstairs. Full count. Senators really in need of a base runner here. Carter Groen reached on a fielder's choice in the first, but other than that, it was Nick Flores to lead off the game who got on with the single. Payoff pitch. Outside, and he walked him. Great at-bat by Logan Tribble. He's got a 7-pitch walk and is aboard here as the sun goes down at South County High School in Lorton, Virginia. And this is Nick Flores, the only guy that has been able to crack the code on Bork so far. Only hit for the Senators. We'll see if they have any more success the second time around. From the belt, here's the first pitch to Flores. Flores takes in the dirt. Pitch kicks off the catcher. Brinkman, Tribble off to second, and he's there safely. So Tribble moves up a free 90 feet. And now a man in scoring position with only 1 out in the top of the third. 5-0. Braves lead, top of the third inning. Bork kicks and fires. Swung on and lifted out of play down the right field line. Nick Flores had a standout freshman year at VCU. Hit .295 for the Rams. 17 walks on the season to just 24 strikeouts. The 1-1. First, a check back on second. Tribble is in head first safely. course, a lot of these guys are brought onto the team even before their seasons. So Flores really panned out. Hit .295. Middleton impressed by his numbers. The 1-1 pulled foul down the third base side. Flores, a guy with a lot of speed, has already stolen 2 bases in this game. Had 7 steals at the college level this year. Provides some pop as well. 9 homers at VCU. At an .868 OPS for the baseball initiated. Understand that that is high quality. The 1-2. Swung on a line into left field. That'll get down and roll into the corner. Scoring from second is Tribble. Flores around first, and he'll have a 1-out stand-up double. Flores knocks home a run, and the Senators are within 4. And here comes Adam Trock. Went down looking his first time to the plate. Has Flores on second once more. We'll see if he'll try to steal third once more as he did the first time Trock was up. 1 out, top of the third inning. 5-1 Braves. Senators able to crack the scoring column. First pitch to Trock, squares to bunt. Pulls it back and takes low, ball 1. Only man that has been able to hit Bork to this point is Nick Flores. Perhaps is able to pass along some secrets to his fellow teammates on what he's seeing. Here's the 1-0. Downstairs, a ball. Trock had just 4 at-bats this year at Duke. Got some playing time. Saw action in 13 different games. His only hit was a triple against Cornell back in February. For the 2-0, a check back on second. Flores back standing. Trock, already as a sophomore in high school, had shown how special a talent he was with a .413 on base percentage, followed by 32 stolen bases and a .450 OBP as a junior. Bork will look back at second, the 2-0. Flores is off. Pitch misses high. Throw down to third is past Doherty. He's got to go into left field for it, and up safely to home is Nick Flores. Senators have another here in the third. Flores wreaking havoc on the base paths for Southern Maryland, and they're within 3. The 2-0 is low, called strike to Trock. Count is 3-1. Bork's pitch is up and away. It was 2-1. 3 balls, 1 strike with 1 out in the top of the third. Senators have pushed across 2 this inning. Bork's pitch as a soft liner out into shallow right field. The second baseman Rhodes back and makes the grab. There's 2 away. Next to the plate comes Carter Groen. He had an absolutely magical game against the Braves last year here at this very field. That was in late June where he hit 2 home runs. First pitch to Groen. It swung on and popped straight up. First base side. Calling for it is Frank Kuzenko. And it drops down for a hit. Carter Groen will reach first base, and the Senators now have a man on. Seemed just like an easy pop fly. Ball drops, and Carter Groen safely aboard first. Up next, Danny Serwick, lefty on lefty. Pitch misses low. Serwick, 6'3", 225, has Carter Groen at first base. Had 10 steals a season ago. A guy with some speed, despite his big frame. The 1-0 is in there on the outside corner. A man on with 2 outs in the top of the third. Senators trail by 3 runs. Works 1-1. Is in at the knees. A fastball strike. Serwick, a real asset for the Senators. It's always nice to have an infielder that bats left-handed. Certainly more rare at the college level than the pro level. The 1-2 in the dirt. It's blocked, but Groen takes off anyway. And there's a steal for Carter Groen. Charlie Brinkman a little slow to fully gather the ball behind home, and Groen makes the most of it. So a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Opportunity to knock home another. Groen had to fix something on his helmet. Now we're ready to go. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Serwick. Here it comes. Swung on and pulled foul. A chopper down the first base side. Serwick grounded out to Rhodes at second his first time up. Infield shaded a little to the right against the left-handed hitter. Outfield plays him straight up. Setting sun over left field. Starting to go down behind some trees. Groen's off to third. Pitch up and away. It's past the third baseman and into left field. Second time this inning, and Carter Groen is in safely. Manufacturing a run after a mistake from the first baseman Frank Uzenko, and Groen is in to score. Senators take the lead down to 2. The payoff pitch popped into foul ground. Chasing it is Connor Doherty, the third baseman, and he's got room to put it away and retire the side. Senators score 3 in the third, leave none stranded. Only took 2 hits. Everyone that got on came around to score, and the Senators trail by only 2.
Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today. In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal.
5-3, Braves lead after 2.5 here in Lorton, Virginia. An absolutely beautiful night for some baseball. Temperature sitting now in the low 70s. It will continue to go down and likely be right around the mid-60s by the time this one is set and finished. New pitcher on for Southern Maryland is Michael Walsh, 6'1" left-hander. Just finished up his redshirt junior season over at VCU. A Leesburg, Virginia native, so stayed in the local area where he went to college. Now comes over to Southern Maryland to play summer collegiate baseball for the Senators. Began his college career over at Maryland, where his freshman year was 0-1 with giving up 12 runs across 8 innings. First pitch is bounced back up the middle, and unable to handle it is Dawson Smale. Backing him up is Flores, who will pick it up, so it stays on the infield. But reaching on an error is Terrence Rhodes to lead off the inning. This is an exceptionally tough infield to play bounces on, with it being pretty much exclusively grass compared to a normal what would be dirt infield. There's only dirt patches around the bases and the pitcher's mound. The pitch is lifted into foul ground down the first base side. This is Connor Doherty at the plate. Doherty will be a freshman next year at the University of Delaware in the fall. Has trained extensively at Hammerzone Sports while in high school, a facility in Fairfax, Virginia. The 0-1, first a check on the runner at first. Standing back at first is Terrence Rhodes. Rhodes just 2 steals this season at Norfolk State. The 0-1 is popped in the air, foul down the right side. Doherty at Hammerzone Sports joined at the onset of the program a couple of years ago. It's really helped him improve, especially on the physical side. The program has a former college strength and conditioning coach, Eric Rhodes, who has helped Doherty go from around 145 pounds, the 0-2, outside. He went from a 145-pound frame all the way up to a healthy 190 pounds, where he feels strong, wants to get up to 200 before he attends the University of Delaware in the fall. Walsh ready. Check on first. Diving safely is Rhodes. Doherty, a recent graduate of high school. 1-2. Misses away, 2-2. Big opportunity for Doherty this summer to get to see kind of a preview of what he will get at the next level over at Delaware. Two, high and away. Count runs full on Connor Doherty, who grounded out to Danny Serwick at third his first time up. Walsh threw 6 1/3 innings in 8 appearances this year at VCU. 6 of his 8 outings were an inning or less. 3-2, runners off, pitch misses up. And now there will be 2 men on with no outs in the third. And this was kind of a weak spot last season for the Senators, the pitching. Scott Middleton was aware of it. He tried to shore it up in the offseason. Today it has struggled a lot. Middleton out to have a chat with the left-hander Michael Walsh. It'll be a lefty-on-lefty matchup against Kendall Cassidy. a native of Texas, has come all the way over to Northern Virginia to come join the Metro South County Braves. No outs, bottom of the third inning. Senators within 2 thanks to a big third inning. That third inning propelled by a big Nick Flores double for the Senators. 2 men on, no outs, bottom of the third. First pitch to Cassidy is in at the belt, strike 1. Dotted the inner part of the plate. Nice fastball from Michael Walsh. Very experienced in summer collegiate baseball. The 0-1. In at the knees, took something off at that time. No balls, 2 strikes. Walsh, 2 summers ago, played for the Newark Pilots in the Perfect Game Collegiate League. Had a 3.75 ERA across 12 innings, made 2 saves, 2 starts as well. The 0-2, runners off, pitch in the dirt, and no throw down to third. Advancing to second as well as Connor Doherty. So it's 1-2 on Cassidy. No outs. Bottom of the third. Second and third for the Braves. Walsh from the belt. The pitch. Ran in and hit Cassidy. Bases all of a sudden loaded for Metro South County. Senators wearing the road gray uniforms with white pants. Braves in the home blue with white pants. They've got Braves across the chest in the resemblance of an American flag. Numbers on the back for the Senators. Numbers on the front and back for the Braves. First pitch is in there, a strike at the belt. This is the catcher, Charlie Brinkman, who singled his first time to the plate. Here's the 0-1. In at the knees. Nice change by Michael Walsh. Walsh, a super nice kid. Leesburg, Virginia native. Grew up in the area. Infield in for the Senators. The 0-2. Check swing and a foul. Well, they're going to call it strike 3. Say he missed it. And so down goes Charlie Brinkman. A big strikeout for Michael Walsh. So middle of the infield will play double play depth. Corner still in, trying to gun down Rhodes at home. This is Sam Grube. He's 0 for 2 today. First offering is a fastball just low. Senators wanted it. Nearly found the bottom of the zone there for Walsh. The 1-0. In there, a fastball strike. Grube was a standout at Mount St. Mary's. Had 4 home runs, 4 triples. That was top 100 amongst college players. The 0-1 swung on and bounced foul down the first base side. 0-2 on Grube. Walsh has found himself in trouble early on in this game, but trying to work out of it. Rhodes reached on the air to begin things. Then Doherty on a walk, and then a hit by pitch for Kendall Cassidy. The 0-2, 1-2, excuse me, is just outside. The setting sun lighting the sky up a beautiful orange here in Lorton. Here at South County High School, Senators and Braves. 2-2. Runs in and hits him, and a run will come home and score. 6-3, Braves in the third. And here is Franklin Gomez Jr., right-handed hitter against the left-handed throwing Michael Walsh. First pitch up and away, ball one. Braves bats off to a hot start. We can officially wrap up today for Logan Bingham. The 1-0 is a strike at the bell. It's 1-1. Bingham gave up 5 runs, 3 earned, 5 hits in just 2 innings pitched. Struck out 3. It's 1-1 is away, ball 2. (6-3) been an offensive onslaught for the Braves to this point. The 2-1, a fastball high, a ball. Gomez Jr. hit .271 with a .450 on-base percentage this year over at Fairleigh Dickinson. You may have heard the name before. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, and he walked him. So another run will come home. Hit by pitch, and then a walk with the bases loaded, and it's 7-3 Braves. Nick Frankizenko comes on here with them loaded. He has batted all 3 innings to this point. First pitch is at the knees inside, ball 1. Frankizenko had a single back in the first, came around to score, reached on an error his last time up. The 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground through the hole on the right side. 1 run will score. They'll send Cassidy home. He's in safely. And the Braves have runners on the corners with only 1 out and now lead 9-3 over the Senators. A 2 RBI single for Nick Frankizenko really opens this one up. And here comes Nate Dudek, left-handed hitter. Runners at the corners. First pitch is a called strike. 1 away, bottom of the third. Already 9 runs for the Braves. Walsh from the belt. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice fastball. Walsh has had a couple of 2-strike counts this inning. Opportunity to get Dudek out here. The 0-2. Misses away. Ball 1. Frankizenko over at first. Gomez at third. Frankizenko only 1 steal this year at Towson. The 1-2. High and in. Dudek has to duck out of the way. Dudek, a tall left-handed hitter, 6'4". Here's the pitch. Runner's off. Misses high. Throw down to second. Not in time. Runner coming home. Throw to the plate. They got him. Oh, he's called safe at the plate. Gomez Jr. slid under the tag of Grantham. Throw was there plenty in time to get Gomez at the plate. Flores did a good job cutting off the throw down to second early. But a nifty swim move slide from Franklin Gomez, and he's in safely. The runs continue to pile on for the Braves here in the third. They lead 10-3. Payoff pitch. Inside and hit Dudek. Kicked off and hit our home plate umpire, who appears to be okay.
Next man to bat for the Braves, sophomore from Harvard Community College, number 36, Michael Lavenga.
And here's Michael Lavenga, a veteran of the Cal Ripken League. A season ago, played for the D.C. Grays. A real standout there, hitting .289. That was fourth on the team. One out, bottom of the third, 10-3, Braves out in front. First pitch to Lavenga is a fastball away, ball one. And Walsh, as I mentioned, he has been able to get ahead of hitters at times, but just struggling to put them away. That was the exact case with Dudek there a moment ago. 1-0. A fastball strike pumps it in there. 1-1, one out. Bottom of the third inning. 7-run lead for the Braves. Sun has set back behind the trees behind left field. The 1-1. Another strike, 1-2. Five runs already in this third inning for the Braves. Walsh maybe settling in a little bit now. Here's 1-2. Runners are off. Curveball, misses. Throw down to third, not in time. Sliding in safely is Frank Kazenko, following him and in safely at second, Dudek. And two men in scoring position with only one out for the Braves. Walsh from the belt. Here's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with the heater. And Lavenga's retired on strikes. Braves have batted around in the inning. Here's Terrence Rhodes, who led things off, reaching on an error by Dawson Smale. Ultimately stole a base. Came home, and this team has not looked back. First pitch is swung on and popped in the air towards third base. Surowick underneath it, now calling him off. Flores, who makes the catch and retires the side. A big third inning for the Braves, who now lead 10-3 over the Senators. 5, 6, 7 due up after this for Southern Maryland. They got to put some runs up in a hurry here.
We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today. We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more.
Braves out in front big time early over the Senators. We've played 3 innings. Metro South County leads 10-3 over Southern Maryland. It was a big third inning in which they scored 5 runs. Senators had a big third themselves, but was ultimately kind of equalized and shut out by an even bigger bottom half of the inning for Metro South County. In to lead things off here in the 4th is Lucas Grantham for the Senators. First pitch, runs in and hits him. So the Senators have a leadoff base runner in Grantham. New arm on the mound is Ket Murray, a pitcher at Marymount University. Stands 6'3", a right-hander. Just finished up his sophomore season there. Made 12 appearances. First pitch to Nichols is in at the belt over the heart of the plate. A fastball strike. Murray was really a standout this season at Marymount. Just a 3 ERA in his first year with the team. Jax Nichols to the plate. He's the DH tonight. Also a catcher. Has the ability at least to play catcher defensively. Takes a fastball high, 1-1. Murray ready. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and hit softly on the ground towards short. Charging and gloving his Grube. His throw to first is in time to retire Nichols. There's one gone. Grantham advances to second on the play by Grube, and up comes Kai Queen. Set one on the ground to Grube, his first time up as well. Pitch to Queen. He's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 misses away, 1-1. Queen, another one of these returners for the Senators. A utility guy last season, kind of a plug-and-play. But expect that he'll be a much more regular part of the Senators lineup this season. The 1-1. Upstairs. A ball. That more, I guess, central role would be because of his great year at college this season. Hit .281 for Norfolk State. The 2-1 is at his shin level, ball 3. One away, top of the fourth inning. Senators have a man on. That's Lucas Grantham over at second. 10-3, Braves out in front. They've had a great offensive performance today. The 3-1, Grantham's off. Pitch in there, a strike. Throw down to third in time. They got him stealing, and there's 2 away in the fourth. So now a chance to end the inning for Murray. He's got a 3-2 count on Queen with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high chopper up the middle. Unable to field it is the shortstop Grube, and it rolls into center. That'll go as an error on the shortstop, and Kai Queen reaches safely. Extends the inning for Southern Maryland, who had a little bit of the wind taken out of their sails from that caught stealing for Grantham. So up comes Dawson Smale. Check on Queen. Keeping the ball in front of him is Nick Frankozenko. Dawson Smale, a native of Shippenville, Pennsylvania. First pitch he sees fouls to the screen. Should mention that Scott Middleton is super proud this season of going out and getting guys from all over the country. Number of players from Pennsylvania. Pitch is away. 1-1. 2 outs. Top of the fourth. 10-3 Braves. Mentioned a lot of players on this team from Pennsylvania. Number of pitchers from New Jersey and New York. The 1-1 brushes him back inside a ball. Smale didn't play this season as a freshman over at Xavier. Kind of got time to learn the ropes. 2-1, waved at. Queen over at first had 3 steals a year ago with the Senators. Here's the 2-2 to Smale. Sawed off foul down the third base side. Murray toes the rubber right in the middle. Comes set. The 2-2, runners off. Pitch misses high. Throw down to second is not in time. Kai Queen safely aboard second, and it's been a big stealing game for the Senators so far. Only one caught stealing was Grantham. 3-2, up and away, and Smale able to work a walk. That brings up Logan Tribble, who had a base on balls and stole a base his last time up. A total of 9 stolen bases tonight so far for Southern Maryland. This is a team that is going to be aggressive on the base pass. Was at a practice earlier last week where Scott Middleton said, I like you being aggressive, but you got to be smart. First pitch to Tribble is in at the knees for strike 1. Tribble plays college ball over at Wofford. Saw action in 17 games this year. The 0-1 is upstairs, 1-1. 2 away in this top of the fourth. 10-3, Braves lead. Murray sets the pitch. High and in. Tribble having a matrix out of the way. So the catcher, Charlie Brinkman, will go have a chat with Ket Murray. And for head coach Chris Warren, it's really a luxury to have guys like Murray that can come in and have already been battle tested at the college level over at Marymount, where he had a 3 ERA this season. Just a huge luxury for Chris Warren to have a guy like that. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and lifted foul back behind home into the parking lot. Sun is set behind the trees out in left field. Still illuminating the sky, pretty orange and pink out in that direction. Murray ready. Here's 2-2. Swung on and a little nubber foul back behind home. This is the 13th all-time meeting between these two teams. All-time series tied at 6-6. They've split the series both years 3-3 in 23 and 24. The pitch swung on and lifted right near me in foul ground. Here, first base side had a ball come my direction. The 2-2. High and away. Tribble takes. Full count. And this is what head coach Scott Middleton has really commended Tribble for. He's able to work the count, stay in it long enough to be able to work as many walks as he does. The payoff pitch. Runners are off. Lifts this one foul behind home. Tribble walked 13 times a year ago. Runners will be off once more with 2 outs and a 3-2 count. The pitch. High and in. Tribble evades the pitch and is on first with a 2-out walk. Bases loaded now for Nick Flores. He was the man that really cracked the code on Tom Bork. It was 2 for 2. A double and a single. Has stolen 4 bases tonight. That was an RBI double last time up, which drove home Tribble. Well, a double would be huge here. Senators trail 10-3. First pitch is high and tight. Righty on righty matchup. The 1-0 to Flores is in there. Strike one on the inner part. Ket Murray started this inning hot. Got Nichols to ground out to short, and then ultimately got Grantham on a caught stealing, the 1-1. Swinging a hot shot right at the second baseman, Rhodes, who handles it, flips on to second for the force out, and ends the inning. Well, solid contact from Flores, but he grounds out to second, and the Senators trail 10-3 going into the bottom of the 4th. Keep it here. You're listening to the Senators Baseball Network.
The newest addition to the Senators family is the Maryland Lady Senators softball team. With an 18U team forming, 14U and 10U teams, the Lady Senators coaches and staff strive to help players reach their fullest potential both on and off the field. With the team just finishing their 2nd season, you can join in the future by registering at ladysenators.com. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team.
Number 22, Connor Doherty.
10-3, Braves lead here in the bottom of the fourth, and they've got a chance to add some extra runs onto the board. 7, 8, 9 due up for Metro South County. Here's Connor Doherty. First pitch from Michael Walsh is swung on and popped foul back behind home. Senators players in the dugout watching closely to make sure it doesn't hit one of their cars. Parking lot located right behind the field of play here at South County High School. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. A pitch down in the dirt from Walsh. A nasty movement on it, a curveball. This is Connor Doherty. The 0-2 in the dirt he takes. Told you earlier about Doherty and how he has put a major emphasis on bulking up for his college years. From the belt, here's Walsh's 1-2. A fastball low, right at the shins of Doherty. Doherty, as a sophomore in high school, weighed about 145 pounds, has gotten all the way up to 190, a solid frame. 2-2, fouled to the screen. Senators coaching staff has got to like that pitch regardless from Michael Walsh. Doesn't get the strikeout there, but they urged him on to challenge Doherty, and that's exactly what he did with that pitch. Walsh ready, here it comes. Swung on and cracked, high in the air, deep center field. Trock a couple of steps back near the warning track. He makes the catch, 1 away. So a long fly out for Connor Doherty, and the next man up will be Kendall Cassidy. 1 for 1 today. Was hit by a pitch his first time up. A guy that for Metro South County can be both a pitcher and a hitter. Played for the Braves a summer ago. Hit only 133. First pitch is swung on and lined into center field, down for a base hit. Boy, he's been much improved this year in the batter's box. Already as many hits in this contest alone as he had the entirety of last season. 2 for 2. He's reached all 3 times up. And here comes Charlie Brinkman. Riding a 1 for 2 evening. Went down on strikes swinging back in the 3rd inning. The pitch up and away, ball 1. Runner at first with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 10-3 Braves. A picturesque night to open up the season. 1-0, waved at, 1-1. Temperature sitting up in the high 60s at the moment. Sun has officially gone down. Night sky starting to take over. Walsh is 1-1. In at the knees. This time with a change, strike 2. Cassidy will likely both pitch and hit throughout the season for Metro South County. Here's the pitch, flown into shallow right field. Back is Dawson Smale to make the catch. Forces Cassidy back to first base, who is able to get back safely. And Brinkman flies out to second. Lineup card flips over, and this is Sam Grube. 0 for 2. Was hit by a pitch last inning. With that, a run came home to score. First pitch is low and away for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Two balls, no strikes on Grube. A check on first. Cassidy back with a dive. Two outs, bottom of the fourth inning, 10-3. Braves lead it. 2-0 pitch is upstairs, ball 3. Sam Grube named all conferences senior year of high school. The 3-0's in there. Strike one. Throw down to second is not in time. And Kendall Cassidy able to swipe a bag. Cassidy, not necessarily the build of a guy that's going to steal a lot of bases, but does so there, standing 5'8", 205. Walsh is 3-1. He is outside for ball 4. So Sam Grube will reach base. And there's 2 men on with 2 outs in the home half of the 4th inning. And here comes Franklin Gomez Jr., his 4th trip to the plate tonight. Has reached all 3 times, twice on a walk, and the 3rd time on a fielder's choice. First pitch is in there just below the lettering. Left-hander Walsh is ready. Here's the pitch. Gomez takes low and outside. Gomez doing exactly what Warren needs tonight. 1-1, waved at. Strike 2. And that roll for Gomez today has just been getting on base, something that he's very used to over at Fairleigh Dickinson, a school you may have heard of before, most likely because of their upset in March Madness back in 2023, knocked off the number 1 seeded Purdue. Walsh is 1-2. Swing and a miss. So Walsh sets down Gomez on strikes and retires this side. No runs on 1 hit, 2 men left on in the 4th. And the Senators trail by 7, 10-3, Metro South County in front.
The newest addition to the Senators family is the Maryland Lady Senators softball team. With an 18U team forming, 14U and 10U teams, the Lady Senators coaches and staff strive to help players reach their fullest potential both on and off the field. With the team just finishing their 2nd season, you can join in the future by registering at ladysenators.com. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today. Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com.
Senators down 10-3 here as we go into the top of the 5th inning. It's been a big offensive game for the Braves to this point. Scored 5 runs back in the third, 3 in the second, and 2 in the first. So just an offensive onslaught to this point for Metro South County. Senators had a big third inning themselves, pushing across 3. Were held scoreless in the fourth, had bases loaded, but squandered a big opportunity there. This is Ket Murray back on the mound. First pitch sliced into left field, a base hit for Adam Truck. So the Senators with a leadoff base runner here in the 5th. This is Adam Truck, who's got some speed. Truck, back in high school, stole 32 bases as a junior. Had a .450 on-base percentage that season as well. Season opener in the Cal Ripken League between the Braves and Senators. Only teams going tonight. Here's Carter Groen at the plate. First pitch is low and away, ball 1. Senators got to start putting up runs in a hurry here. Ket Murray able to work out of a jam last inning. The 1-0 is high and outside. Groen, a guy that can punish you if you miss your spot. Led the team and tied for the league with 10 home runs a season ago. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Took something off at that time. Groen was swinging for the fences. Groen was second on the team in walks last year with 18. 4 of those came in the playoffs when the consequences of pitching to Groen has raised a little bit. The 2-1, runners off. This one swung on and cracked deep into right center field gap. Cassidy tracking it back. He makes the catch near the wall, and there's 1 away. So a long line out for Groen. There's 1 away here in the top of the 5th. Left-handed hitting Danny Surwick will face off against the right-hander Ket Murray. First time he'll get to see it. This is the last batter Murray is yet to face in this appearance. 1 out, runner on. First pitch to Surwick is a changeup in there on the outer part. Top of the 5th inning, 10-3 Braves. From the belt, Murray offers, runners off on the pitch. Grounder back up the middle, and the shortstop group can't handle it at the second base bag. Trock over to third, and runners at the corners here with only 1 out. It was hit right at Grube, who was standing on the second base bag to cover for the steal from Trock. He makes an error there, and that's huge for the Senators, extending the inning. One out, top of the 5th. 2 men on for Southern Maryland. First pitch is swung on and roped into right center field. Down for a hit. It's cut off in the gap by the center fielder Gomez. 1 run will score. Up to third is Surowick. And an RBI single for Lucas Grantham. Senators starting to put something together here in the 5th. And here comes a pinch hitter for Scott Middleton. This will be MJ Phillips for Southern Maryland, left-handed hitter. Listed on the roster as a pitcher, but here Phillips gets an opportunity at the plate, and a big one at that. First pitch in there on the outer part, strike 1. Runners at the corners with only 1 out. Lead is 6 for Metro South County. The 0-1 is in there, strike 2. So Phillips immediately behind 0-2. This year as a hitter at Towson, batted .186. The pitch fouled to the screen. Had 2 home runs. Power hitter. Phillips on for Jack Nichols, who was the DH today for Southern Maryland. The 0-2 to Phillips. He is in the dirt, ball 1. Senators have already scored 1 in the inning. An opportunity for more with 2 men on and only 1 out. The pitch. High and away. Phillips takes. Phillips, a native of Norfolk, Virginia, decided to attend Towson for college, where he plays collegiate ball. The 2-2 is in the dirt. Count full for Phillips. And this is one heck of an at-bat here. It was down 0-2, fought off a pitch, has seen 3 straight balls. Murray's got to be careful here. The payoff pitch. Lifted foul out towards the left side. This is Phillips' first year of summer collegiate baseball, The payoff pitch. Called, strike 3. Got him looking on the change. And down goes Phillips. There's 2 away in the 5th.
Stepping up to the plate for the Senators, number 3, Heidi Queen.
And this is Kai Queen. Still 2 men on, now 2 outs. So a fly out doesn't do anything here but end the inning. First pitch is high and tight to Queen, who ducks out of the way. Senators left the bases loaded in the 3rd. Got 2 men on here with 2 outs. The 1-0. Queen takes a strike. Two outs in the top of the 5th. 6-run lead for Metro South County. Murray ready. His pitch. Foul back. Queen has made some solid contact today. Reached on an error last inning before stealing a base. Grounded out to short his first time up. The 1-2. Low and out. The 2-2 to Queen. High and in. Nearly hit him. Getting ready in the on-deck circle for Southern Maryland is Calvin Cook. He would be a replacement for Dawson Smale in this one. Murray's 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got Queen swinging on a nice changeup. And that will end the inning. Senators score 1. They trail 4-10 here in the 5th.
We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system. In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal.
New man onto the mound for Southern Maryland. That's Colin Shear. On here in the 5th in replacement of Michael Walsh, who gave up 5 runs across 2 innings pitched. Gave up only 2 hits, but walked a whole number of runners. Struck out 3 batters. So shown the ability to strike out some guys, but maybe got to work on some of the walk issues that really showed themselves back in the 3rd inning. He had a good 4th, big recovery for Walsh. He is off after 2 innings, and on comes Colin Shear for the Senators. 6'3" right-hander, throws for Monmouth University. This season threw 1 1/3, didn't give up a run while only surrendering 1 hit. So kind of a small sample size. He showed good stuff over at Monmouth. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Some defensive changes for Southern Maryland. On comes Chet Bowling to replace Lucas Grantham behind the dish. The 1-0 is swung on and bounced back up the middle. Flores got it. Throw on to first in time. 1 gone. A defensive change as well over at shortstop for Southern Maryland. That is Calvin Cook on for Dawson Smale. Mentioned that he was in the on-deck circle earlier, so he comes on as a defensive replacement ultimately for Smale. First pitch is in the dirt to Nate Dudek. Dudek is 1 for 1 today. The pitch in at the knees, 1-1. Dudek has been hit by a pitch twice so far. Here's the pitch. Swinging a slow tapper foul down the first base side. So Shear has come in and immediately filled up the zone against these Braves bats. Something Scott Middleton's got to be pleased with after it has been a pretty slow 4.5 innings to this point. The 1-2 is low and tight. Shear helped his high school advance to a state championship. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with the heater. Shear, a big part of that state championship team over at Independence High School in Ashburn, Virginia, his hometown. So he is from the local area, but a lot less of local guys for Southern Maryland than Metro South County. First pitch is pulled on the ground foul towards third. Now the 0-1 to Lavenga. He is in the dirt. The 1-1 pitch. A fastball strike. Lively heater out of the hand of Colin Shear. Really pumping the heat now. 2 away, bottom of the 5th. 10-4 Braves. Here's Shear's 1-2. Bounces in the dirt before home plate. Easy take for Lavenga, who has struck out his last 2 times up. Had a big 2-run double back in the first that opened the scoring. Here it comes. Low and outside. Ball 3. Lavenga, a guy that walked at a pretty good clip last season, 18 times in 29 games. Payoff pitch is outside. And there's a free pass for Lavenga. Let off the hook there by Shearer, who was ahead in the count 1-2. And now a 2-out base runner for Metro South County. And up is Terrence Rhodes. 0 for 3 tonight. Batted twice back in the 3rd inning. Reached on an error his first time around. Ultimately scored in the inning and then flew out to the shortstop Flores to end things. First pitch. Low and in, ball 1. Slow it down and trust it, the message from Scott Middleton in the first base dugout of the Senators. Sun has gone down here, and here's a pitch that's lined into right field. Diving effort by Queen. He can't come up with it. Rolls past him and all the way to the wall. Coming home to score on an RBI double from Terrence Rhodes is Michael Lavenga, and there's another run added on for Metro South County. Also, got to correct myself. That was a defensive replacement for Kai Queen. Out there now is Jack Ewert.
Stepping up to the plate for the Braves now is number 22, Connor Doherty.
Jack Ewert made a diving effort on that one, but was too far away to corral it. And there's 2 outs. Braves have a run in the inning, and the man aboard second. First pitch to Doherty misses away. Doherty 0 for 2 tonight. A walk back in the 3rd inning. That's the only time he's reached. Shearer ready. Now the 1-0. Downstairs, ball 2. Lots of defensive changes for Scott Middleton. 2-0. Waved at, strike 1. And it's just an opportunity on opening day here in Metro South County to give everyone an opportunity to play. See what Middleton has out in front of him for the rest of the season. Righty on righty matchup here to Connor Doherty. The 2-1. Swung on a foul tipped. Two balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. 11-4. Braves in front. Shearer from the belt. The 2-2. In the dirt. Ball 3. Boy, this Braves offense has looked tough to crack tonight. And that was kind of the story most of last season. They were a team that scored a lot. Runners off, waved at and missed. Strike 3. So the Braves leave one stranded in the 5th, but add another to their lead. 11-4, Metro